Hello, hello, I'm Phyrexian, and welcome to Against the Storm. Against the Storm is a roguelike city builder, and I'm so excited to finally be playing this on this channel. When I started out my Let's Play channel, this was actually the first game I thought about playing on the channel. But here we are about a year later, and it's finally time to play it. So yeah, it's a roguelike city builder, which in comparison to other city builders means that instead of building one city for like 20 hours, we're going to be building multiple smaller settlements. It takes about 3 hours or so, give or take. And yeah, I think we're just going to jump into the game. I'm going to try to explain as much as possible for you to follow along, but feel free to ask your questions down in the comments. I make sure to answer all of them. And yeah, buckle up, this is going to be an interesting thing. Alright, so a little bit of lore about this game is that here is the smoldering city, which is the capital, which is protected by the Fire Queen, I think, or the flame. Yeah, so every few years or so there is a blight storm which completely wipes out everything except this small volcano here. And between the times we are tasked with going out into the field and make settlements to grab useful resources for the capital. And so we're going to be starting a new expedition here at the start of a new cycle. And I've already planned out where we're going, and we're going to go here in this location. So depending on the location, you can have different biomes and different effects applied on this place. And this weird plant-looking thing is actually going to make this a little bit harder, but it's also going to give us more resources. So I thought we would go with that. Alright, so now we get to pick our starting group of people that is going to journey out here to settle this place. And we got two options right now, and there are a lot of stuff we can unlock. As you can see, there's a lot of empty spaces here, which we can unlock once we get further into the game. But the basic gameplay is still here. So we get to pick 7 beavers, or we could have 5 harpies or 3 lizards. There are human as well. That's the 4th race, and the 5th race I haven't unlocked yet. But I think we're going with these guys because that's 8 people instead of 7, and we need a lot of people early on most of the time. And then we have a few embarkation points which we can bring with us, some starting resources. And I like to bring some stone, and I think we're going to grab some extra food with us. It's always good to have some extra food. And we could actually just grab 3 extra villagers with us. So we're going to embark with 11 villagers total. These are random, so we have no idea if there are going to be harpies, lizards, or if it's going to be the mysterious 3rd race. Anyways, so where we're going is the Royal Woodlands, and this is like the basic biome, like the first one you encounter during the game, and it's basically a bit of everything. And we're playing on the difficulty Viceroy right now, and which means that it might be a little bit tricky. So depending on the difficulty, you can see that these conditions change. And when we play on Viceroy, we have 1 positive effect and we have 4 negative effects on us. Additionally, since we're playing in the Royal Woodlands, all of the trees will give extra wood. And in this world there is a constant rainfall. This is like a raining world. And in order to stave off that and the blight which is swirling around here, we need to constantly be keeping the fire alive. So we need wood. And so this is a really nice place to start with. We have a lot of wood. Alright, so this plant looking thing is going to apply a negative effect on us. Which means that the dangerous and forbidden glades will contain 2 threats instead of 1. And we'll see how that plays out once we get there. And here's a short view of what the resources we can find there. But enough with that. I think we could just jump into the game or start embarking on an adventure to build a settlement. And I will point out or explain to you how to win this. Alright, so here's a short summary of all the things. So there are 3 seasons in this game. We have the drizzle, where it rains a little, I guess. and clearance, where it doesn't rain that much, and then we have storm, which is the worst part of the year, so to say. So during the drizzle we have some extra bonus. So every dangerous or forbidden glade event we complete will give us 40 random raw food. Okay, so we can just get some extra food there. Then we have the negative stuff, and the looming darkness is always here, and it reduces everyone's resolve. And if they have too low resolve, they don't want to be here anymore, and people are going to go home to the capital. And then the queen will, or the crown I should say, will get mad at us because people keep coming back. Alright, and then during the game, these things will unlock as the forest gets mad at us for barging in here and starting to cutting down trees. What's this then? During the storm, travel cost of trade routes increase. Okay, so difficult to trade. No contact. Okay, so we gain your reputation as low impatience. Okay. Rotting wood. Woodcutters fell trees faster, but lose 100% of them. Okay, so during the storm, if we get to here, we won't be able to get any wood from our woodcutters. And then at hostility level 7, every year a bunch of villagers will die. Okay, well, let's hope we don't get there. Alright, I'm sure a lot of that didn't really make sense for you guys, but alright, so here we are at the settlement. Here is the ancient hearth, which is going to be the thing that keeps morale high and wants people to stay here. So we need to have a fire. There is a firekeeper here that is going to be feeding this hearth wood and other resources constantly to keep this alive. So we have our large warehouse here where all the resources are stored and picked up. And then let's see here, we have some starting resources. We have some roots over here, we have some mushrooms, and we have some flax. Okay, so these are our storing. Then we can see here that there are a bunch of mysterious glades over here. So we have 3 different categories. We have the small glades, and then we have the dangerous glades, and then we have the forbidden glades. The more dangerous a glade is, the more resources we can find in there. But at the same time, there is also a dangerous thing we need to solve. And because we were started by that plant artifact, there were going to be 2 negative things in all of these we need to take care of. So this is going to be interesting. Alright, so as you can see, in order for us to win, we need to fill up the reputation bar. And if the reputation bar gets to max, which is 14, we win. If the queen's impatience ever goes to 14, we lose, because she is tired of waiting for us to get this done, unfortunately. So we need to just gather all of this before this gun gets to the maximum. Let's see here. So in order to do that, there are multiple ways to do that. And one of the ways is to fulfill orders, or to have our villagers be happy, or find items which actually gives us some extra reputation. But as you can see, we have barely anything to work with right now, so we're going to need to expand. We must expand, because first and foremost we need wood to actually keep the fire alive. So we always need to have some woodcutters. So first of all, let's just grab 2 woodcutters. Oh, I should probably place them close to our warehouse here. And I'm going to start the time now a little bit. I should probably build some roads as well. So let's see here. We can. Okay, so we have some roads here. Wow, okay, that is really tight actually. Okay. Oh, I should have placed my roads there. Okay. I tried to make like a basic grid here. Some paths. Okay, so dirt roads are basically cheap. It just costs some time to build them. And looks like I placed some of my stuff a little bit badly. Okay. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Not that. Alright, so looks good. Okay, well, we have a starting grid, and I can tell to lower the priority on this one, so they actually start building my woodcutters first of all. I'm going to be running on 1.5 speed, but I'm going to be pausing whenever stuff happens, which we need to take care of. Alright, so first of all, we need some woodcutters, which we're going to put up here. There we go. Alright, so most of the camps and a lot of buildings can actually be moved around in this game for free. So woodcutter camps, we can just move them to whatever location seems fitting. And let's see here. We're going to, first and foremost, we need some wood, and we also need to expand into glades. And are we just going to head straight into a glade right away? Not sure, but I think we're going to place here, and then we can use this button down here where we can mark trees. So I can just mark which tree they can cut, or I could just erase that. So I'm going to be holding down the control key, which means I can't cut down any trees which are neighboring glades. Like this, perhaps. It's probably fine for now. So we don't accidentally going to open the glade now and triggering the events inside there. And then we need to assign some workers, and we got beavers as our third race apparently. And every race are good at 2. I have 2 different specializations, and of course beavers are good at cutting wood. So they are proficient and have a 10% chance of doubling their yield, so we get double the wood. And so that's definitely something we need to keep an eye out for. And then we're just going to fill up the other one, and this one is probably going to head in this direction perhaps, or maybe we just continue down here. Seems good. Okay, so I'm holding down the control key again. There we go. We're just going to expand our area a bit. Alright, so with that done, I should probably fill out the missing roads I forgot to add there. Okay, so we have some other resources, and we start with basic camps for almost all resources. So we have a harvester camp, which could grab plant fibers here. So let's just put up one of those, and then we definitely want to grab the mushrooms, and that is done in an herbalist camp. So let's build one of those, and then we have roots here, and if we hold over it, we can see that we need a forager's camp or a small forager's camp. So let's just grab a forager's camp as well. So yeah, we start with a bunch of resources. We have like the basic few parts which needed for camps and some wood. Apparently we have spent all of our wood right now, so good thing our woodcutters is online now to start cutting some wood, because this is missing some building materials. Alright, so let's move this one over here. Can rotate it. And there's no specialization here, so let's just add one here for now. The lizard can do that. And all the workers which isn't assigned anywhere, they are automatically assigned as builders. As you can see up here, we have 11 population, we have 3 builders, and none of them have houses right now, so everybody is homeless, which I guess they're going to have to live with that for a little bit longer. We're currently only at the first season anyway, so we should be fine for now. Alright, so first we just got something up here. The Queen's Envoy is coming here, and this is one of the interesting parts where we get to pick a cornerstone, which actually allows us to specialize our build in different way. And these are definitely one of the things which makes every round feel a bit different. Resistance to corruption is not something we have unlocked yet. Okay, training grounds, we gain lizard resolve for every training gear produced. Okay, we're not going to even produce anything right now. Whenever we open or send an abandoned cache to the citadel, hostility is lowered. Okay, so this is the hostility level, and the forest is getting angry at us. The more trees we cut down, as you can see here, we have for every year it increases, but also for every glade we open it also increases, and the more villagers and woodcutters we have, the worse it gets. But creating hearths definitely helps, so this one is reducing some. So we're currently at hostility level 1 because we have so many woodcutters that the forest is really mad at us. But we could always just add or remove woodcutters here. We have a button for that, which we might use during the storm. Alright, I could do a reroll. I have one reroll every run for now. But sure, let's just grab the silent looting because the other two we're not going to be using right now. Okay, so are you missing? You're missing a bunch of wood, and you're missing a bunch of wood. Okay, so we're currently just waiting for the woodcutters to add some wood. You're currently not. Okay, so you need to put in some. We have some coal here, which burns pretty well, and together with the basic wood. Okay. Alright, so our first order has just arrived in here, and for every order we get 1 reputation point. So if we complete all 9, we will get 9 of these 14 reputation points. We're probably not going to be able to make all of this because when we get, as you can see here, we get to pick between 2 of them. So sometimes we get 2 which we're not really going to be able to make, so we need to find some reputation in other ways as well. Alright, so we have big delivery, which means that they want us to pay, basically. We need to spend 5 pack of building materials to complete this. And then we would gain extra production to planks and some extra resources along with a reputation point. Or we could just complete 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events, which would give us more to copper ore production and some wildfire essence and coal. Alright, so I mean, we're not in a hurry yet, but I'm thinking that probably completing the what's it called? The dangerous events, especially since there are going to be multiple of them in the glades, could be a good way. Anyways, I should probably take care of my camp right now, so let's just add this one there, and this is a specialty bonus of alchemy, which our harpies have, so I'm going to put 1 there for now. Alright, so we have production. Okay, so producing items in this game is done through a lot of different production buildings, and for example, we have a makeshift post here that can make pack of building materials. And we get to pick what kind of stuff we stuff into these packs. And this is where the roguelike part, because as you can see, we have barely any buildings at all at the start. But this icon has been flashing for quite a while now, so this is the blueprint selection. And every now and then, as our reputation grows, the envoy comes with another selection of production buildings. So we get to pick 1 of these, and then we will be able to build that building for the rest of this run. And then for the next settlement we start over again. So we're not always going to get the same buildings, which means that we need to be very flexible in what kind of stuff we're going to be making. Okay, so we have a place where we can make coats for fabric. We have a place to create a bunch of planks. I think we might go with that one. Could be very useful. Rain meal is for flour, and cookhouse is for just creating food. Okay. Alright, so since we know that we're going to be making a lot of wood in this place, we should probably just grab one of these. Alright, so I can make bricks from here. What do I need for bricks? I need clay or stone. Okay. I don't really have any income on that right now. We could have a kiln where we could char some wood into coal. Could also make some jerky, interestingly enough. Okay, so one other thing is that you can see here that there is a star level. So if we compare, the brickyard is a 3-star brick recipe. So it can convert 2 clay or stone into 2 bricks. If you compare that to a kiln, which has only a 1 star, it will convert 4 clay or stone into bricks. But still, it actually can convert stuff, because we had the crude workstation, which actually takes 6 of each. But at least we always have access to the crude workstation, so we can at least make something. Because now, if we want to make where to go? There, the lumber mill. We need 2 bricks and 2 fabric. So in order to make that, we need to first make a crude workstation. So let's just put up one of those. And then we get to move this one over here. I think this is good. Okay, no. Oh, okay, so there is a specialty bonus. But that is the humans bonus, and I don't have any humans, so it doesn't really matter then. Let's put the heartbeat there for now. Okay, it looks like we're starting to run out of people right now. Thinking about maybe getting rid of one of them. Let's this one there instead. Okay, we can just continue making the path. Alright, so our crude workstation. Okay, maybe we need to pull back someone from working in some of these places. I think I can spare the from roots right now, so I could just make it deactivate it to sleep for a while. And then I need some let's see, some bricks and fabric. So we can select here which item we're going to produce, and we can even prioritize them. And I played this a bit before, so I actually have you can make some global limits, so I also already have some previously. So you can load and already have some pre-assigned limits, as you can see here. And I think we only need, we don't really need a lot, we need 2 of each right now. And let's just use either is fine. Okay, so they get to pick which one. We can use the shift button to prioritize them grabbing one resource over the other. Alright, and we definitely have a bunch of plant fiber. Okay, so let's put one of them in here, and they can create 2 fabric and 2 bricks, which we're going to need for our lumber mill. Alright, so we're gonna place... it's probably fine to have it here. Like so. Alright, so we have 1 builder right now. Yeah, maybe we actually need more builders. Okay, so everybody... so villagers moves a little bit faster on roads. That's the big advantage of it. Yeah, we have 1 builder left, which is just going to put up some more roads like now. Until we have the resources we need to make it, start making here. And this is definitely something where we just want to start pumping out a bunch of planks. Planks is pretty good to have, actually. Most of the produced items are are worth more, and the other ones are the basic ones. Alright, so now we have a bit of a free time for a little bit here. Once we're just trying to establish our place here. Alright, so now we're in the clearance, the 2nd season, and maybe we should look into grabbing the next of these. Alright, so we have the Weaver. That is a pretty good place because it's a 3-star recipe for fabric. And that is like, fabric is a resource that's used a lot of different things as well. And as you can see, the price was up there because we need 8 planks to actually build it. Well, I'm going to grab that one. And then, let's see here. We don't really need a carpenter since we already have the planks, I think. Oil. We could have barrels, coats. Okay, so T is water plus Oh, we actually need one of these. Okay, interesting. And then we need some spices for it. Okay. Could make barrels, but we don't really have any metals right now. Oil. What do we make oil of? Oh, fibers. Vegetables. Okay, grain. Okay, interesting. Incense. And we have a basic recipe for making coats at least. It could be useful. We could burn incense. I mean, the druid's hut looks promising, but I think I'm going to at least grab some of our orders now before we do anything else. I think, let's see here, how important is extra plank production? That would make it this one 3 for 3. Ooh, that would mean we had a lot of planks. This would mean we get more copper, but we don't really have any copper right now, and there is no copper to be found in this area as well. Okay, well, let's just grab that one. And then, if just we fix that one, now we can finally grab the next one. 4 purging fires. Okay, so I haven't unlocked the blight area of this game yet, so this feels a bit unnecessary to make. 2 glade events. That's definitely going to happen. And building materials, even more building materials. Okay, so if we could find a tinkerer or rain mill, that would have been really nice to make this cheaper. And we would get a bunch of villagers and some jerky. Okay, fine. And then, let's see here. Oh, 3 packs. Okay, so each of these packs have different items we stuff into. This is building materials, this is our different crops, and these are different foods. This would increase our grain production and fabric production. That could be really nice. Here we have trade routes and crops packs. Okay, we're going to get into trade routes soon, I think. But right now... Oh, you're taking a break right now. Every now and then they go to fire to take a break and they get back to work. Okay, so you can see that they have a bunch of stuff in here. Stored up, ready for work. Okay, maybe... Let's see here. We should probably make some space for the weaver. There. Okay, and then maybe we add some more roads over there. So while my builders are just waiting for the resources needed to build this building. Yeah, they already delivered some of the planks, so... Alright, so let's see here. Okay, maybe it's time to start thinking about... we have 145 wood, okay. Maybe it's time to actually start building some shelters here. Okay, so every house can house... Let's see here. I think this one is 3 residents. Okay, so since we have 11, we need 4 of them right now. This is going to house 12. Just keep moving down here. Maybe I need to... Yeah. I mean, it also gives us more room to actually do stuff, which is good. We're a little bit cramped at the beginning, as you can see. We have already started to fill up quite a lot of space here. Yay, okay, now, finally. The first 3 people have moved in. Okay. Oh, I totally forgot that you were not supposed to make any planks. Stop doing that again. We need bricks and fabric instead. Alright, well that's on me. Okay, our lumber mill is almost done now. Maybe I move someone over here. Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking that I'm going to move one of you. Move a woodcutter over here. Because this is, of course, it's a woodworking specialty here. And you're just going to make a bunch of planks. We need a lot of planks. Okay, so now the storm begins. And during the storm, all of these negative effects gets activated. However, we're only at hostility level 1, so it's currently only the first ability here, or negative effect, which is active, which means that travel cost of trade routes increased, which doesn't really affect us since we don't have started any trade routes yet. If we were to get to hostility 2, then both of the no contact and rotting wood would be in effect. But there's always the looming darkness, which reduces everyone's global resolve. So as you can see here, everybody is unhappy right now. And I think that we should probably pull a few of our wood workers here. Because that would also reduce the hostility. So now we're down to 0 and people are not that unhappy anymore. But we could always look here. So this is their global resolve. If it goes too low, people are going to start leave. And whenever they leave, we will, first of all, we will lose the people here. But the Queen's Impatient will also jump up every time. Which makes us closer to losing the game. So let's not do that. And we can see here that currently it's just the looming darkness which is negatively affecting them. But we have a basic here, or a plus effect. So if they have housing, they are happier. It's as simple as that. And since most of our people are homeless right now, they're not really that happy. So we need to make sure that we can fix that. There should be a lot of workers free now since I pulled some of our woodcutters off. Do you have any planks? Okay, we have 2 planks right now. So I could have you just as soon as you're done to start delivering. Okay, well, I mean, while we have a few workers, why don't we start building some stuff? Okay, so here's the trading post. And I think I managed to place things so badly that I don't have a spot for it. Okay, so instead, let's just mark some trees over here and we can move over there, start cutting. Alright, so now we have some space. Okay, so we can build a trading post down here. It's just going to cost us a bunch of wood. Is there anything else? Okay, we definitely need a makeshift post. And while we're at it, we maybe put up the rain collector as well. Alright, so during the storm, right, since we're not cutting wood, we might as well start putting everybody into building stuff. Okay, so their happiness should be going up now. Yeah, so now it's +3 there and +2. Okay, we're almost at maximum there. And we're at maximum there, okay. There we go, everybody's at least some basic level of happiness thanks to that. Okay, so as soon as you're done with this, you should probably force your delivery. There we go. So just delivering some planks, and now everybody can access those planks. Okay, so you're done. Let's just empty out all of this. Okay, so since I already have 2 of each of these, I should be fine for now. Alright, but that's the end of the storm and everybody's resolve is going up again. And that's the first year of this game. I hope you're at least getting some sort of understanding of this. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff going on. This is just the basic setup. Alright, so at the start of the next year we have some newcomers coming in here. So we get to pick which of these groups are going to be staying at us and which are going to go on to the next settlement. And what do we want more of? We definitely want some more beavers, I think. We have a lot of wood related stuff we need working on. So Yeah. Okay, so now we need another house for those as well. So let's just get, or maybe we just grab a big shelter instead. So a small shelter is a 2x2, which houses 3, but a big shelter is 2x3, and this one shelters 6 people. Since we're going to have a whole lot of planks, especially now that I put a second beaver there. We're going to have a lot of wood, so let's just make use of that. And just add some more road here. Alright, so we also, every year we get a new cornerstone. So what do we have here? Farsight. Discovering a small glade, increase working speed of scout investigating events. Okay, 50%. Rumor has it, whoa, what's this one? Is that your settlement is one of the wealthiest in the realm. Newcomers will arrive 50% quicker and bring 10% more goods for every 1 level of standing you have with other settlements on trade routes. Okay. And rebellious spirit. So we gain +1 global resolve for every 2 impatient points. Every time a villager leaves or dies, impatience increased by an additional 0.2 points. Okay. Expect to gain 1. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm going to hold off a little bit because I want this building to finish up before I'm going to introduce the next thing this is talking about. Alright, so here's the makeshift post, which has basic recipes for making some of the packs. And we're going to need to make some building material packs here. But they can also make pack of provisions here. And I was going to look into see what kind of stuff we can stuff these with. I guess eggs, but people need to eat as well. We're actually going down right now in food. So that's not good. Alright, so we have built a trade post, and there come every now and then a trader arrives here with a bunch of stuff where we can trade with. But it also unlocks trade routes. So we could trade with the smoldering city, the capital. But in order to send some traders, we need packs of provisions. But we get amber back, which is basically the money of this game. Or this world, I should say. And we also need to send some resources. I'm not sure we're going to be doing a lot of trading because we need to make pack of provisions. And right now, our only food income is the mushrooms right now, which I should probably add an extra to now, so we can start harvesting more mushrooms. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing a lot of trading, so let's just grab the rebellious spirit for now. Oh. Alright, so... Alright, I can move this for free, alright. So I'm just going to place it over here then. Alright, and now it is a new year. I think it's time for us to actually start moving into new spaces. We need to secure some food for ourselves. It's gonna be rough not having any food, so let's just open up inside here and see how it's see what we find on the other side of the dangerous glade. And were we going to pick any of these? I think we can hold off. Okay, so in the reputation bar, you can see the blue dots. Every time we reach a blue dot, we will get 1 more blueprint to select. And right now, I think we're fine. Okay, so I can hold down the Alt key so we can see where everybody's working. And I think it's time to actually start up this one again. Grab some roots. The roots is something we can eat as well, so you go here to the food, and we can see basic food that everybody eats. And then we have different like complex food, which actually makes people happy if they can have their favorite food when they're out here in the wilds. Alright, so let's see here. Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, so we're just going to see what is inside here now. Right, I have a building. It's currently building there. Right, I was going to add... Alright, okay, so here we go. Alright, so here's a summary of what we get here. So we have 3 more resource nodes. So we have some sea marrow, which is used to burn. We can actually burn with this one. And then we have large flax fields. And and we have a large root deposit as well. So large places of these, we can't really use any of our basic small harvesting caps because they can only harvest from the small places. Oh, did you just finish that one? Nice. Which means that in order for us to actually, like this one can pick up the small plant fibers, but they can't really. Oh, maybe this is the only one. Okay. Wow, bad example by me. All right, these guys are picking up roots here, but as you can see, there's no indication that they could pick up as this is with this one. This one can pick up here, and it's also like an indication over here that's pointing out, oh, you can work here. This is a big one, so these are small ones, unfortunately. So we won't be able to access this one unless we grab the upgraded one from the blueprints. So, but that's fine for now. And then we have some caches, and I grabbed one earlier on, which every time we open or complete one of these caches, our hostility will be reduced by 15, which is quite nice to keep down the hostility level. But in order to do that, we either need a bunch of tools. We currently have 0. Or we could... That would send it to the citadel, and we would get a bunch of amber. And we also get a reputation point. So this is one way to get reputation point. Or we could just try to break it open by using stone, sea marrow, or training gear, apparently. So maybe if we just add a stone cutter's cab over here. Oh, well, we could just build it close by. It was faster to build it here, but you could just grab the resource and build it, and then we just move it out. So let's just put up a stone cutter's camp so we could start grabbing these. Because that could actually allow us to open one of these, and we'll get a bunch of stuff here. Wood cutters can carry 5 additional items, so interesting. And this one contains a bunch of stuff. Okay, yeah, so we could probably break open one of those. Alright, but we have the last thing is the negative stuff, which I've been holding off on. Alright, so first of all, we have the leaking cauldron. And first of all, there is a threat here. So if we don't complete it in 13 minutes, something bad is going to happen. And a toxic substance will destroy all planted crops in farm fields. We don't have any right now, so that's fine. But food tastes terrible as well, so due to contaminants from the leaking cauldron. So everybody will just have a permanent, I think this is a permanent -8 global result, unfortunately. Alright, so we have 2 things we could do. We could burn down, which means that all food production will be very slow. Do we have the resources? No, we don't have any burn resources right now. We would need to make a lot of planks actually if we do that. But they would give us a boost to mushroom and grain production. And production is from everything, from gathering, farming, production, gaining from different effects, everything like that. Or we could try to fix it. And then we need containers, okay. And we could maybe use the wildfire essence. Pipes, tools, or parts. And then would mean that we get a perk. Okay. Spawns 10 to 14 fields of fertile soil. Okay, so if we do this, we will gain some fertile soil, which we could do to farm. Like every year we could farm resources from that. It could be interesting, but it's also going to take some time to finish it up. Alright, I'm not sure which one we're going to do with this, going to pick, because we don't really have any containers, so maybe we actually go with doing the resource selection instead. But yeah, we have a few minutes to figure out what we're going to do with that one. And Maybe we'll get some planks too over at some point. Alright, but since we're doing this Untamed Wilds modifier, we have a second one here. Loyalty, okay. So we have an ancient shrine here, which would kill 5 random villagers in about 8 minutes, okay. We could loot this place. Oh, that one we could actually do. Rage of the Forest. So while we're looting, the hostility is increased by 300. Okay, and every 100 of hostility is another level in this. So people would be quite unhappy during this time, unfortunately. But we would gain an ancient artifact, which would give us +3 to global resolve. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Allowing with some leather, and the ancient tablets is those are really valuable treasures. Oh, pack of building materials, that's interesting. But I don't think we have the time to actually do this before. Yeah, I won't be able to amass these things. Alright, so I think we are just going to send someone here straight away to start working on this. And we'll see how bad the hostility is. Yeah, the hostility is really bad right now. Okay, in that case, I'm probably going to remove a woodcutter. Okay, for now. Okay, so we at least have 2 builders. Okay, the weaver's done. Alright, now we have our trader here. Alright, so let's see here. I have to say that this trading system is probably among the best ones I've seen in any of these games. Because if I want, say, I want a bunch of planks, like I want 10 planks. I could just click on any of these things, like, oh, how many of these do I need? And I click auto, and it would automatically pick as much as needed to satisfy this trade. Which is just amazing, how quickly you can do this. Alright, so every trader has their own specialty. So old Farlaf here, he's specialized in building materials. And he also accepts building materials from us. So we could probably sell some wood. Not that it's worth a lot, unfortunately. And they also have some perks down here. So we could just have our woodcutters cutting 50% faster. Or building constructing faster. Barrels production, okay. And then we have a blueprint here as well. The rain mill. Oh, okay. That is quite expensive though. 18 amber. Because if I want to trade amber from the trader, they are also going to add a bit of an extra cost to this. So I'm not sure I'm actually going to be able to pay for this. So 100 wood is barely a dent in this. Bunch of plant fiber. Yeah, I'm only halfway there, unfortunately. And it's only going to be hanging around here for a little bit longer. So that's annoying. But maybe we could trade for 9 at least. Oh well, okay, that's also going to be very expensive. Could probably increase the wood a bit more. If I'm going to purchase the reinforced axe, they cut wood faster. And then I could just lower that one. Sure, let's do it. Right, so we grab ourselves the perk there at least, and then we can just cancel out this. Alright, so we have 2 builders right now and 2 homeless people. So let's see here. We have this is going to get built as soon as I can just find myself some planks. And well, they're working hard at that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's just continue on. I need to just start making building materials at some point. Start clearing some of these. Oh, right, now that we have open, maybe we can finally decide between which of these. Parts are nice to have, especially because they are needed in basically any type of gathering camp. Alright, sure, let's grab that one then. And now that we know a bit more about what we have to work with, we're still missing food though. That's a big problem. I think we need... Coats are a pretty good way to increase happiness with people. So let's just grab the druid's hut. And we're going to need more planks for that. Alright, alright. Okay, so someone is already working on this at least. So they're currently just... Okay, let's just add an extra one. Make this go by a little bit quicker. You can see the time went from 2 minutes to 1.5 minutes. And it's probably good to do that because they're not happy right now. I think it's mostly because they don't have a house. Let's just increase the priority on that one. Okay, okay, so now I have planks here. So hopefully the building will get down soon. Oh, come on. That. Oh no, oh no. Okay, so now they're unhappy and this is the time it takes before they start to leave. Hopefully the house actually gets done before that. Okay, should be fine. Right? Right? Yeah, this is tight actually. I always have this favoring. We could favor to give them some extra boost a little bit. Okay, is this enough? Yes, this is enough. Okay. Now they're happy again. Because they're one homeless guy. Alright, oh nice. We got the extra bonus as well. Oh, yeah, there was the drizzle effect. Because we finished up a dangerous or forbidden glade event. We got 40 raw meat, or raw food, I should say, which was 40 meat, which is pretty nice to have. Okay, so we have finished our one glade event. Okay, so now we need to figure out how to do this. And, well, I think all food production, yeah, we're going to be picking food a bit slower then. Okay, so, you know what, let's just pull you guys from here then. And you can start working on this and burning this thing down with using planks, because I'm going to have a lot of planks right now. And maybe you start adding you here and start making some fabric for now. Hey, this could be pretty good as well. We could create some training gear here. Alright, and we should probably send our builder to make some roads forward here. Yeah, maybe I could pull you here as well. Just force a delivery. Okay, so drizzle has ended. And I have no free builders right now. Okay, I need to pull you because we're working on that one. It takes it takes twice the amount of time to just make that. Okay. Oh right. Okay. Now the hostility went down a lot. Okay. Yes. Let's just move you forward a little bit. Add some more roads. We could probably afford to make some paved roads. About here at least. A lot of people are moving around this area. Oh nice, suddenly I have 3 builders because they're done with grabbing the rewards from that one. Alright, so are we planning on breaking open one of these? Perhaps we are. We should definitely add someone to work there. Okay, you're currently burning this one down, which is going to increase my mushroom production a bit, so it's going to help out here. maybe I can speed up to ×2 a little bit now. While we're just hanging around waiting for them to build everything. Yeah, so paved roads makes them go a bit faster. 15%, this is 5%, and then there's a reinforced road which is 25%, but we haven't found there's basically no copper in this biome, so not going to happen. Alright, so I'm just hanging around for a bit. Let's see here. You're making fabric. Oh, maybe it's time to, well, wait to set up the druid's hut then. Oh, we're just waiting. So we could, we're not going to make incense. Maybe we're going to make some oil, but I think we're going to make coats as a priority. So coats is another way to make people happy. Okay, so I want a harp in here for the specialization bonus. Okay, so if we go here to the resolve, we can see that if they have clothing, they could get up to +5 bonus here, which would be quite helpful. So yeah, the global resolve is that you can see, hopefully you can see there's like a tiny light blue marking here on the resolve meter. Whenever they are at least at that or above, they will be happy. And whenever they are happy, they will increase our reputation passively every minute. So that is also a really good way to generate some extra reputation. So we could definitely do with something like that. Okay, so I need to find a harpy somewhere, and I think I could just replace you. So we have a harpy, and you're going in here then. Make some clothes and some oil. Maybe we can do 50-50 by now. They will alternate if we just do it 50-50. And I should probably lower this one to 40. So okay, the storm is closed now. Okay, so the next trader will arrive in 5 minutes. Okay, that's quite far off. Yeah, so maybe we start heading into the next glade soon. It's probably going to be up here somewhere. Okay, so the storm is active and there are some negative effects, but currently it should be fine. Everybody's basically working as much as they can right now. You have one stone cutter over there, one harvester, one weaver. Yeah, we have a bunch of buildings, but we don't really have a lot of people right now, so I might as well deactivate some of these for now. So we're not going to use them. I think we're just waiting to get through the storm right now. Okay, so they're finally done with this one, and I think they grabbed the last resources now. Okay, so it went away. Yeah, so we could actually create another small hearth. Almost. So every hearth reduces hostility, so there could be something we would try to do in the next episode, because I think this episode is starting to run a little bit long now. Okay, so where would it be placed? Around there, annoyingly. Okay. Okay, let's just add some extra row there then. And yeah, I think this might be another place for us to build. Okay, so we might start expanding a bit into here to add some extra space for our place, because right now it's a little bit tight. And there are a lot of resources we want to grab here as well. And we could also always head into a forbidden glade, that's anyway. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good stopping point for now. Well, I hope you're not too overwhelmed by this, especially since it feels like I've only touched on about half of the things we're going to have to think about. Yeah, I think, well, let's just add you back here for now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode and are looking forward to this series. And don't forget to leave a like or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, have a good one. See ya!